are now?
Yeah, I was able to show a lot of stuff that we don't want to do anymore. That we were doing early or not doing early. That was after a back-to-back in the month, in a really hard month for us, and then long stretch in June or July. July 2nd, I think, is when we played them. I mean, they're a great team. Hey, Luke.
You gave up 100 points the other day. You had a bunch of turnovers and you won. Is that just a message to the team that if you adapt in the circumstances, there are different ways to win? Even if you didn't like those numbers?
Right, yeah, I didn't like hearing those numbers that you just said, right. But you said it, though, we came away with a win. And before, it would have been a hard time for us to finish out that and close out that game, especially not playing well that first half. And we waited until the halfway through the third quarter to really get going defensively. And that's what I keep telling these guys. They're very talented on the offensive end, but that's not going to win us games. We've got to defend, and we've got to get stops.
We'll go Christine, then we'll go Matt.
So, Christie, the WNBA has never been shy about being involved with politics and talking about issues, which I think is a hallmark of the league and very admirable, right? Caitlin last night liked an Instagram post from Taylor Swift, which was endorsing Kamala Harris. Does it surprise you at all that Caitlin, well, we'll talk to her, of course, but does it surprise you at all that Caitlin has weighed in that way, knowing what the WNBA often does and brings people out? Yeah,
no, I didn't even know she had that she had liked that tweet. I think we're all entitled to, our opinion. You do your homework and you go with a candidate that fits what your beliefs are, and I think we're all entitled to that. So, if that's what she chose to do, I'm sure there's reason behind it. You'll have to ask her. I don't know. I don't follow Taylor Swift, so I don't. I didn't know she had.
If I may follow up, just what about though that legacy of the WNBA? With speaking out, with elections, with social issues that I think kind of really got was focused on during COVID, during the bubble, things like that.
No, I think that's, we've got some really strong women in this league that have an opinion, and that is all power to them to stand up for things that they believe in, right? And I just, it's really awesome to watch women in this league, both coaches and players, voice their opinion on things and feel really strongly about it. It's just but like you said, that's just who we've been. This league, we get behind something and we want to, show our support in whatever that is.
Go Matt, then we'll go Jacob.
Yeah, hi Christy. For Sunday's game, Asia, initially not listed on the injury report and then doesn't play. Again, not listed tonight. So what kind of goes into a scout for a team when I guess you don't really know? It's kind of up in the air if someone's going to play or not.
Yeah, we just planned as if she was going to play. I mean, that's just kind of what you have to do, and then you make your adjustments on whether she does or if she doesn't. And, they've got so many weapons out there, starting with her. So just have to make sure that we are adjusting to whoever that is that they put in to play in that position. And then, they will change. They changed a lot from how they played the other night with her not playing. But, if she plays, we'll be ready for it, hopefully. And if she doesn't, we'll go out and try to do exactly what we're trying to do, and that's get better defensively.
I think we'll go Jacob, then we'll have a special question coming up front.
Coach, you played the Aces at the very beginning of the season. I know there's a more recent matchup too, but you guys have kind of found your stride since then. How much are you able to really even take away from those games when you go back and kind of scout those, seeing as where you are now?
Yeah, I was able to show a lot of stuff that we don't want to do anymore. That we were doing early or not doing early. That was after a back-to-back in the month, in a really hard month for us, and then long stretch in June or July. July 2nd, I think, is when we played them. They're a great team, and we were really trying to find ourselves during that time. So, I don't think we're the same team that we were when we played them. So I'm looking forward to see how we match up against them tonight.
Alex, want to go ahead?
Hi, I'm Alex with Scoop on Yahoo, and that's my YouTube channel. And since the Olympic break, Leslie Hall is one of the best 3-point shooters in the league right now. How do other teams start to defend you differently?
You asked about Kelsey Mitchell?
Lexi Hall.
Lexi Hull. Lexi Hull, one of the best three-point shooters. Lexi Hull is really shooting it well, isn't she? Yeah, I'm going to knock on some wood right there so I don't mess that up. Lexi's been playing great for us on both ends. Defense, she picks up probably the best offensive player of whoever the team is that we're playing on the perimeter. And then she's doing a great job of playing her role as it relates to when Caitlin and Aaliyah and Kelsey Mitchell are being, defended really well. When the ball gets to Lexi's hands, she's knocking down some big shots for us. So she's just playing really great for us.
Thank you, Alex. We'll go in the back. Kelsey, I have one for Coach.
Coach, kind of looking at this big picture, when you look at the standings, the Aces are the only team in the top 5 that you guys haven't been able to beat. I know you guys faced them a lot early on when you were a different team, but what kind of confidence does that give you kind of looking ahead at playoffs, knowing you've been able to beat almost everyone in the top 5?
Yeah, they told me today that it's been since like 2010 since the Beavers beat everyone in the league. I was shocked at that number, but, it's we're trying to play this as kind of like a practice to the playoffs, right? Because we have them right after, in a couple days. So we're kind of playing as like we're preparing for this first playoff round, and who a better team to do that with than the reigning champions, right? So we're just looking to find a way to guard them, defend them. That's where we're really struggling. We're giving up way too many points. We find a way to get stops, and then we get to do what we're really good at, and that's get out and run and get the advantage on offense and find wide open shooters. But we can't do that as well if we're not able to get stops. And we just started after the break doing a really good job of it, and then we've kind of in the last few games up until the end of the third, fourth quarter really, really needed to get better on that end of the floor.
Good. Last one on Zoom. Kyle, want to go ahead?
Hi, Christie. I'm just wondering about Caitlin's whole season. I mean, it seems like every move that she makes, good or bad, is under a microscope. Have you been impressed with her ability to not let that affect her on-court play at all?
Yeah, she's kind of been going through what we were hit with at the beginning of this year, with all the new fans and the support. She's kind of been going through it a little bit longer than we have. So I think she had a little bit more of a scouting report on how to handle it before we did. And then when it landed on us, it was, she was able to, she just keeps it moving. I mean, she's just, wants to play basketball, wants to find ways to win games, wants to find ways she likes to have a good time as well. So now that she's comfortable, but yeah, I really applaud her for how she's handled all that she's going on, with this season and, with our team, but also really proud of the other players as well. These guys have been through the fire as well, and it wasn't good early, and just the way they showed the resilience that they showed. It's just been awesome to watch them just keep growing and getting better after really going through a hard month of May and part of June.